Hey guys, welcome to the J-Chip Show. My name is J-Chip, and today I'm going to be showing you my pickups for the last couple of months. I've been away from pickups. I know I said I would do it monthly, but things got in the way, so hey, better late than never. If I sound a little extra sexy tonight, it's because I have a cold. So, first up, we're going to be showing off the NES games that I picked up. First one is Yo Noid. Now, Yo Noid I saw on Megadan's stream, and it looked pretty cool, so I found it for a good price, and I picked it up. From what I played, it seemed pretty fun. It looked like it was pretty cool, and yeah, I didn't even know who the character was until Megadan was like, hey, yeah, look him up, and I was like, oh, that's Noid. So yeah, looking forward to getting more into that. And the other NES game I got was Puss and Boots. Now, this has nothing to do with the Shrek Puss and Boots character, but I actually have to review this next month, so I'm going to leave it at that. But yeah, look forward to my review of Puss and Boots pretty soon. Next up, Back to the Future. Yes, the LJN game. Yes, the one that AVGN reviewed. I actually don't think this game is bad. That may be a unpopular opinion, but I thought it was pretty fun for what it is. It's not perfect. I can definitely see why people wouldn't like this game. But overall, it's a pretty fun game nonetheless. And if you ever find it for cheap, definitely try it out. And the last NES game I picked up was Blaster Master. Blaster Master is one of the NES games I was looking forward to because I played it on the Switch, and it was pretty freaking sweet. Now I have it on the NES, and it is even more sweet. This game is awesome. I played the Blaster Master game on PS1. I liked it. Then I got my Switch, and then it came with the Nintendo Online service. Played it, and it was pretty fun. And I had to pick up the physical copy just because it was awesome. And yeah, I hope to talk more about this game because this game is pretty awesome. Probably my favorite NES game. I don't know. One of them at least. Next up, only two N64 games. Wwe 64. Never played it as a kid, but it looked pretty sweet. And it's a pretty fun racing game. Wave race, you know, the water physics are pretty cool. But yeah, pretty fun. Next up, NFL Blitz. Now, the Madden games are pretty cool, and the simulation sports games are pretty cool. But I want Blitz back. I want Blitz to come back every single year because Blitz was awesome. This is one of the best sports games ever made, and it still holds up to this very day. And if you haven't played it, go check it out. It's awesome. And if they ever do bring back NFL Blitz, I would be happy. EA, you better get onto that because that'd be the shit. Now, up next we have the rest of the video game pickups that I have besides PS2. I kind of want to save PS2 for last because I got something that's really big. And yeah, you'll see to it when I get to it. I only picked up one PlayStation 1 game, and that is Rayman 2, The Great Escape. I saw a Cat Icarus video of this, and it looked pretty sweet, not gonna lie. I haven't played a lot of the Rayman games. As a matter of fact, I haven't even played the first one, but I saw his review of the second game, and it looked pretty cool. And so I decided to pick it up. It was at the right price, and yeah, the rest is history. Came home with me. Now that's the only PlayStation 1 game I got. Next up, let's get to the PS4. First up, now you may be surprised. This game has been around for a while. How haven't I gotten this? Spider-Man. I have played this, actually. When it came out, I rented it through a Redbox because it was cheaper than paying $60, and I played the shit out of it. I even, rented it, past its expiration date, and it was just awesome. I wanted to steal it, but my morals was in the right place, and I brought it back, and I eventually got my own copy. And I'm looking forward to the new Spider-Man Miles Morales game because this game is awesome. This game damn near is a 10 out of 10 game. It is a fun Spider-Man game. It's a fun superhero game. It's got a great story. If you're a big fan of Spider-Man, definitely check this out. Even if you're not big into superheroes, definitely check it out because it is pretty fun nonetheless. But yeah, Spider-Man is pretty sweet. Definitely my favorite Spider-Man game. I know Spider-Man 2 gets hyped up a lot, but I prefer that one. Next up, finally I got it. Devil May Cry 5. I love the Devil May Cry games. Almost all of them. 2 and the remake, or the rebirth, whatever you want to call it. Those games are horseshit. This game, thankfully, is not horseshit. This game is awesome. I haven't beaten it yet, but I'm looking forward to, because Devil May Cry is one of my favorite franchises of all time. Next up, Final Fantasy XII, the Zodiac Age. Now, Final Fantasy XII and me kind of have a mixed relationship. It's not an awful game. It's just one of those Final Fantasy games I can't get into on a replay. So hopefully this brings back my enjoyment of this game, because it's not a bad game. It's actually pretty good for what it is. It's just there are better Final Fantasy games out there, and yeah, just let's hope the PS4 version makes me want to get back into this again, because I do want to beat it again. I beat it once, and that was a long time ago, and I kind of forgot what happened. So yeah, maybe a replay is due. Now, the next game is Ni no Kuni. Now, I saw this game advertised all the time on the PlayStation 3. It looked amazing. The Studio Ghibli art style was really cool, and it was really cute, and I didn't have a PS3, so I skipped out on it. But now that I have a PS4, and they remastered it for the PS4. Now let's get to the Blu-rays with my movies and anime. And first up we have Jaws. Now, for the longest time, I'd never seen this movie. I know, it's a classic, and I just never seen it. And now that I have seen it, I can definitely say, not a bad movie, nonetheless. It was pretty enjoyable, kind of slow, but I knew that going into it. I knew it was going to be slow, but other than that, I think this was a pretty solid movie, and I think it still holds up to this day. I don't know if I'm going to check out the Jaws sequels, because I know those, according to the critics at least, those ones suck, especially Jaws Revenge, but I might one day. As far as me wanting to rewatch this movie, I could see that happening. I could see myself watching it with a buddy and just going through the movies and dissecting it. My favorite aspect of the movie actually was the characters. I thought the characters were done very well, and more even the shark. I thought the shark was just whatever, but the characters in this movie were pretty cool, and I didn't want to see him die. So, yeah, Jaws, pretty classic movie. Now, this movie, Invisible Man. I only have the Blu-ray because this copy didn't have the DVD, but that's whatever. Invisible Man is fucking awesome. I wish I saw this in theaters, because it looked like it right up my alley, but for whatever reason, I passed it up on it, and I once saw Sonic the Hedgehog, and yeah, so passed up on Invisible Man, and now I own it, and now I've seen it, and it is awesome. This is an amazing horror movie. If you have not seen it, definitely check it out. Elizabeth Moss has a great performance. She did a very good job, and the rest of the cast did a good job too. And it was very suspenseful, and just the fact that the Invisible Man, such an iconic monster in the Universal monster movies, is being portrayed here in 2020 is very refreshing, because the Mummy movie that we got a few years ago was really awful, and yeah, if you're gonna do it again, Hollywood, just make a horror movie. That's what we wanted from Mummy. And all these Universal monster movies. Just make horror movies, and you'll be good. This is a good example of that. Next up is the anime. First up, Nazika, Valley of the Wind. One of my favorite Ghibli movies of all time is Princess Mononoke, and this is kind of similar to it in themes, but Nazika is a classic. It's very beautiful. It still holds up to this day. It's got some great music, and it tells a good story. The dub is pretty good. Ghibli dubs are usually they usually knock it out of the park, and yeah, I think this is a pretty solid movie. I hear the manga is better, but haven't read it. Sure, it's good, but I really like the movie. You should definitely check it out. Next up, I know my good friend Miasma is going to be happy about this, but I got Season 1 and Season 2 of Inuyasha. So, about a year and a half ago maybe, there was this bet going on with me and Miasma, and that I wanted him to watch Bleach, and he wanted me to watch Inuyasha. He didn't watch Bleach, but I watched all of Inuyasha, and it was pretty cool. The series is pretty good. Obviously, I wouldn't buy it if it was shit, but it's pretty good. It does have its slow moments. It's not a perfect show, but I do definitely see why Miasma and so many people love this show so much. And Season 3 is out, so I definitely got to pick that up. And I know Final Act and the movies are out, but I want to get them in order just because, it's cool like that. Here's Season 2. There you go. Sango, your waifu, is on my channel. And I guess Kagome is pretty cool too if you like her. But yeah, looking forward to getting the other seasons when they come out because I do really like this show a lot, and I do kind of want to rewatch it because it's an awesome show. Now, a show that's even better, a lot better, Yu Yu Hakusho. I finally have all 4 seasons on Blu-ray. I've had these 2, and now I have these 2. Yu Yu Hakusho means a lot to me. I talked about it a lot, so yeah, go check out the other videos when I talked about Yu Yu Hakusho. The Blu-rays are awesome. These steel books, I'm a big fan. I got rid of the slipcovers. They're up there, but this is just awesome. And they're kind of a pain in the ass, so I don't know why they made it like that, but pretty cool. There's Hiei with the Dragon of the Darkest Flames. Love it. There's the man Kuwabara. He's awesome. And the final season, Kurama. But yeah, I've talked about Yu Yu Hakusho a lot. I plan on... Miasma released a video talking about why Inuyasha is his favorite anime of all time. And I plan on doing that. I plan on stealing his idea and talking about Yu Yu Hakusho because it is my favorite anime of all time. And yeah, I'm currently rewatching it actually. I'm on the Dark Term arc, so I'll have a refresh in my mind once I'm done finishing it. So yeah, let's get to the PS2 games because there's a spicy pick. So now let's get to the PS2 games. First up, we got Dynasty Warriors 5 Empires. I have no idea what the hell this is. I got Samurai Warriors a couple months ago. I don't remember, but it was pretty solid. And Bob Samurai is a big fan of these kind of warrior games, so I saw this at a thrift store, and it was $1, so I picked it up. Probably my most nostalgic game within this entire lot. WWE Smackdown Shut Your Mouth. I played this game to hell and back in the day. It is complete, so that means a lot to me, and it is Black Label because Black Label is the best. No need that red bullshit. But yeah, I loved playing this game, and I still play this game to this day. It's just, there's a ton of memories I have with this game with me and my older brother playing it. Next up, a fuck ton of skateboarding games. Specifically Tony Hawk. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 4. Pretty good. Pretty solid. Tony Hawk's Underground. All these are complete, by the way. And Tony Hawk's American Wasteland. All 3 games are pretty solid Tony Hawk games. Next up, Blowout. Now, I saw Gaming Off the Grid do a video, and they were doing a pickups video, and this was in it, and it looked kind of interesting, so I found it for $2, and I bought it. Still haven't played it yet, but seems pretty interesting, nonetheless. Next up, I reviewed this game, so I'm gonna leave the review down in the description below, or the thing up here. But Dark Watch. Just watch my review if you want to know my opinions on that. And yeah. Grand Theft Auto, Liberty City Stories. For whatever reason, Vice City Stories is going up in price, but Liberty City Stories I got for $1 at a thrift store, and it was pretty good. You know, it's not my favorite Grand Theft Auto game, but it's pretty solid nonetheless. I hear the PSP version is slightly better, but I don't know. Never played it, but Liberty City Stories has a pretty good story. Next up, and I gotta be honest with you, kind of disappointed in Manhunt. There is a ton of controversy with this game, with just the violence, and I kind of want to review this game someday in the future, because I don't know. I feel like I do have to talk about this game. Is it a good, fun game? I don't know. It's just kind of weird. The controversy surrounding this game kind of made it more interesting for me as to why I picked it up. This last one, I was in the thrift store and couldn't believe I saw this for that price. Silent Hill 2 for $1.98. And if you're wondering, it's complete. Now, this game goes for way more than $2, and I was happier than a pig in horse shit when I found this. Silent Hill 2 is probably my favorite survival horror game on the PS2. Yes, even more than the Resident Evil games, like Resident Evil 4 and all that stuff. I think this is one of the best PS2 games. Definitely my favorite Silent Hill game. When I got it, I immediately put it in my PlayStation, played it, beat it, and yeah, I did have this game a while back, a few years ago, but it was the Red Label, and I hate Red Labels, so I sold it like an idiot, and then it went up in price, and I regretted it, and now I finally have this game. Now I just need the rest of the Silent Hill games, but unfortunately those are expensive. And that was everything I picked up. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know down in the comment section below what you thought about these pickups, which one was your favorite, and yeah, let me know what you picked up in the last couple of months, because I do like watching pickups videos, and that's why I make them. Hopefully I'll do a month-to-month thing, but probably not next month because it is the holidays, and I am planning on giving my family some gifts. And yeah, so you probably won't see a pickups video next month, but maybe in January. I'll start, maybe in 2021, I'll start doing monthly pickups videos if that's what you want to see. As a matter of fact, if that's what you want to see, comment down below if you want to see more of these, because I'll definitely do it. I hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving, and once again, stay classy.